Hello, YouTube. 16:39 right now. So today's October 11. Typhoon is coming. Well, it doesn't matter. So I'm slightly on fire on Twitter. My take-home pay is 140,000 yen. Even after 12 years of work, feels like Japan is over, right? There was an article about it, and they're saying you're the one finished. About this minor Twitter controversy, I'd like to think about it a bit. About Twitter. Twitter is basically a media where it's interesting to write briefly. Even Fourier here lacks words and stuff. There are people who complain about it, but I think it's not hindering. First of all, with brevity, by replying. Make them wonder, get their attention. Then only those who can understand my intentions, they get to understand it. This process is important, though. I think there are many people who can't read the text. In a video, I can thoroughly explain things. So I'd like to explain. I believe it's the first time with my controversial matters. Might be the first one I'll properly explain. Yes, first of all, people who write such things are conservative thinkers. There are many good kids who blindly believe what their parents or teachers are saying. There are a lot of very conservative people. About this, in the era when smartphones and SNS weren't developed, it was fine because the world was moving very slowly. Why? Because there was a lack of information. It wasn't possible to gain a lot of information. Optimize your life, optimize how you earn money was not possible in that era. Even so, the majority of people living a leisurely, conservative life, it was fine, but not anymore. Information has become democratized. With smartphones and SNS, most people can now access most information. Now that it's possible, it's natural that there's a big gap between those who use it and those who don't. It's obvious there's a big difference. Now, if, for example, you want to earn a take-home pay of 10,000 yen, if you think about it, it's really easy. The skill of video editing, it's not a big deal. You can do it on your phone now. For instance, when I do things like adventure race or climbing or that type of thing, I mean, it takes many hours, active stuff. In extreme races like that, I record all of it with GoPro and stuff like that. You see, GoPro's automatic editing feature, it's somewhat usable, but still I want to edit properly. Collate it into a video of about 5 minutes and share it with the people who raced with me. Don't you think so too? If you request it on something like Crowdworks, there are places that would do it for about 40,000 yen. If 5 people split 40,000 yen, it's that cheap, right? 10,000 yen, not even, about 8,000 yen. They'll edit it for you. So if everyone puts in 8,000 yen, I want to make a cool video, right? If you say so and place an order, they'd probably do it for you. But by spending several hours, that person can earn about 40,000 yen. For example, if you did it 5 times, if you did 5 videos a month, that alone, your take-home pay would probably exceed 140,000 yen. Video editing skills are not a big deal. Everyone thinks that's impossible, but now there are materials online. It's not difficult like before. All the know-how is now on YouTube. It's free to watch. The video editing know-how, you just need to learn that. All thanks to the democratization of information. In the past, it was really expensive looking at a book about video editing. But a book, you won't know how it's actually being done. You won't understand unless you go to school. It was like that for people with poor comprehension skills. Software for video editing, priced at about 500,000 yen, was difficult, but now you can do it on your smartphone if you know about companies like Crowdworks. Here's an example. There's plenty of easy work, like making a simple single web page for like 20,000 yen. There's a bunch of simple jobs anyone could do, like transcribing a lecture. Google and the like can do that automatically now. Use translation software for a rough transcription, then clean up the script. There's also software for that. Just writes one example. You can use that for editing, then check it yourself. You can earn like 10,000 or 20,000 yen just for that. There are loads of other easy home-based jobs too. There are plenty more ways to earn. All you have to do is start working. You'll most likely make more than now in just a quarter of the work days, meaning you can earn as much as you want. If you're working irregular jobs and feeling exploited, really, it's on you. That's one issue, and there's another. You're doing yourself a disservice if you think a 140,000 yen income is low. Why do you think that's the case? We live in an age where you can do everything on your smartphone. Everywhere in Japan pretty much has 4G. That means unlimited Netflix and YouTube. And really, it's not that expensive, especially if you use something like a SIM card. It'll cost you almost nothing. So even in the countryside, where having fun was a problem because there were no movie theaters or amusement parks, all of that's in your phone now. There's YouTube, Netflix, games, and you can chat with your friends. It's gotten this easy. You're thinking the countryside's dull? That's on you. Everywhere now has convenience stores, drugstores, and stuff, and living in the country can be cheaper. Much cheaper rent means much lower living costs. Probably less than a fifth of Tokyo's. Basically doing the same stuff, aren't you? Going home, watching YouTube, texting your friends. You'd be doing the same even in a little country town. Add to that, we have LCC now. Using LCC, you can fly round trip in Tokyo for around 15,000 yen. So it's better to occasionally enjoy Tokyo than paying rent and high living costs there. Those criticizing my statement and saying it's over for you, it's really over for you.